Set.
Oh, you said get set. Well, you
Oh,
threw off our whole rhythm, Toby.
hey, here we
I don't even
go.
what are we on, 23?
Yeah, welcome to episode 23, sponsored by
Not Fabletics.
not Fabletics, the jackasses that bill you arbitrarily when you accidentally purchase
Oh my
Fabletics,
gosh. That's awesome.
raping your neighbor. Yeah,
It's
if not
terrible.
you. Hey, anyway, that's enough about our non-sponsor Fabletics.
That's right. All
Uh,
right, today we are talking about notification fatigue.
God,
Process
yeah.
that.
Jace. Yeah, what happened when you mix it's not chocolate and peanut butter taste great together. It's let's insert more technology into your process and then squander your limited time and attention. What's going on with notifications for you?
I there it's interesting. Notifications, it's really interesting because we kinda talked about this last time, but, like, that idea of being reactive is a
Mm,
definition of work,
yeah,
is pervasive.
yeah.
Like, if you sit in any meeting that's remote and you just watch the people, just, like, literally just all you have to do is just try to stay engaged. Like, I'm gonna be here for the meeting. I'm gonna be present for the meeting, and you will see a whole bunch of people with their heads down because their phone went off, and I'm not sa like, by no means am I being a hypocrite here, like, I literally do the same thing, like, the funny thing when COVID hit, like, the fun thing to do was to send your buddy a text to see if they would crack up a meeting. So, that has continued, I don't know if I know anyone who did not do that, but that's beside the point.
Yeah. It's you're right though, the notifications and it's not just you've got mail, it's text messages and it's Slack and it's
Yeah,
social media
yeah,
and then we have the digital household. So it's your Ring camera or
yeah,
your kids just got home and came through the garage.
yep,
Every process of our life. When I heard, your digital home and your digital life, I thought what they meant was we're going to make things easier. And I think the reality was, we're just going to have everything scream at you like Minority
yeah,
Report. That's
yeah,
how I feel today.
yeah.
So,
When's the last time that you actually opened a email marketing campaign?
ooh, they have to have a good headline.
Oh, 100%.
And it was last week. I opened one specifically because I thought, I wonder if I can rip this off.
So it was more of like a, "Hey, I like this headline. This is grabbing me. Let's steal it."
It was, but in full disclosure, I also subscribe to the theory that everything is this learning opportunity, and I
Okay.
sometimes it's just an excuse because, squirrel,
Yeah.
I'm pretty easily distracted, and
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
yeah, it was a good headline. I thought, "I wonder how I might repurpose this." What
That's
about you?
good.
When was the last time you opened one?
Um, I have been trying to unsubscribe on my Gmail. Um, I this is embarrassing, but I got something on Poshmark. I don't know. Oh, I know what it was. It was a nice dress. I'm just kidding. It wasn't a dress. It
Looking
was
good,
a
posh price.
I think it was a mug. It was a mug for the wife for
Yeah,
Christmas, I think.
nice.
But because I was on it and because that's where I got it, they just hammer me all the time. So I'm like, it's painful to unsubscribe to some of these things.
Yeah.
And again, it's just notification. Like I just got it's like it's like we've surrounded ourselves with a bunch of ADD children that are
Mm.
hawking their wares. It's out of control.
Yeah,
And that's just in our personal lives. Like the same goes on at work. It's like, did you get the thing? Did you get the thing? Like it's crazy.
yeah. Well, in the part, the 1-2 punch for me is ding, ding-a-ling, ding-a-ling, ding, ding,
Oh
ding,
yeah,
the
yeah.
Las Vegas kind of madness.
Yeah.
Everything I'm getting all these notifications, and when I get one that is actually useful, I
Yeah.
can't just click it and go to it. Now I click it, and then I sign in, and
Oh
then
yeah.
it asks me to go find something else to
Yeah.
authenticate or let us send you an email because we don't trust you.
Yeah.
And so, it's kinda like TSA for me, and for all I know, TSA prevents thousands of, nefarious things every day. I
Yeah.
doubt it, but,
Sure.
even one is good, right?
Yep.
But on the off chance we all get naked to go into the airport and board our planes. or at
Yeah.
least
Yeah.
I've been doing that. I get some odd looks sometimes. They don't tell me to put my clothes on once I get stripped down, so I just assume, right? But damn, man, it's like, wow, here's on this other side of it, we've gone so far overboard as we've digitized everything.
Yeah.
Now I feel like I spend half my day trying to figure out two-factor authentications.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
got 3 minutes, I want to approve a payment. Nope, it's gonna take 5 minutes,
Yeah.
right? Ba-bing, ba-bang. We've
Yeah.
adopted Slack like a lot of organizations, and one of the things I love is that it's this nice asynchronous thing, and if somebody
Sure.
sends me a note, I can follow up later. I don't have to drop everything.
Yeah.
God forbid they give me a good headline that pops up in that little teaser.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna drop everything.
You're just gonna be like, "I'm done." Although I'm a little shocked that you didn't understand that it was a strip search, like, you just stopped at stripped. I'm a little concerned there, but
Well, I was searching to see who else was stripping. I clearly misunderstood. Chris, this is why I enjoy these. I never know what I'm gonna learn, and you probably have no idea what I'm gonna divulge. So
that's funny. So, do notifications help?
if I had to choose between all or none, it's no brainer for me. What about you? I go
Uh,
back to the end.
I'd go back to none. Like, even just saying that out loud is almost like this kind of
Well,
yeah, it's this encouraging, like, "Oh, that could be really nice." Like, not
yeah.
not like, what would it be like to do, like, just some elegant, wonderful work where I'm stretching myself a little bit, doing something that I'm proud, that I feel like has value, and I'm not task switching so much.
Oh, man. We've talked in the past, I think, I don't remember if it was on the show, but this idea oh, there goes a notification in the background. I'll be right back. No, I'm kidding. I'm staying with it.
Alright.
But clearly I just got hijacked. No, the task switching burns, what I've read is about 20 minutes to resume the original task and get
Yes.
back into any level of focus.
Yeah.
But it's all those dings, it's all the little flashes.
Yep.
Uh, I think that's why the idea of leaving the house without a phone is so appealing,
Yeah.
is that, hey, silence mode. The Yeah, it's insane. And now that we have digital phones with us, it used to be we were talking in an earlier episode about, "Hey, you know where I'm at because you
Yeah,
just
yeah.
called the number for my house."
Yep.
Um, I don't know when it stopped being our convenience and technology became the master,
Yeah.
it's turned us into always on, always working resources.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's nuts.
I don't know. Do you have a strategy, that
Uh,
something you do to try to get out of the notification and hell?
so I'm not as disciplined as I want.
Mm,
And I think some of that is because it depends on your business culture.
yeah.
And if your business culture is that you have to always be responsive, then you will always be responsive. And if that's what wins, like I think that the counter to that is that if you're responsive, your work is sloppy. There's just no way around it. Like you will deliver sloppier work.
Yeah.
You might deliver more, like you might make it up on quantity. Like here's
Yeah.
but it's sloppier, it's not well thought through. The one things that I have tried in the past, turning off going on do not disturb. Like, it's funny, I've turned it on and just forgot that it was on every once in a while, and I'm like, "Gosh, this is great," and all of a
What a
sudden you're like,
great afternoon.
"What is going on?" My wife is getting mad at me because I didn't text her back, like, but it was magical while it was
Love it.
silent.
Yeah.
Um, but I think that's one thing. There's an application called Freedom 2. I think that's what it's called.
Oh,
Mm,
okay.
hold on, let me just double check. That's who we should get to sponsor us. We should do that. We should actually okay, so Freedom 2.
Like Quang Face and Joy Orbison?
No, no,
Oh,
Freedom.2. Freedom.2. So
dot
Freedom.2 is
.co?
a yeah, TO. So not like .com, but freedom.to.
Got it. Thank you.
So
Okay.
freedom.to is basically an app that turns off applications or, websites, and you can turn it on, it plays music, it'll turn off your phone, like, it basically, like, it forces you to be in do not distracted mode.
Okay.
I don't use this as much as I would like, and I don't know if I could actually install this on my work PC, but it is.
Just where you want it.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Let's not talk about that, that's a sensitive
No,
subject.
no.
Um, but this is actually one of the better tools that I've used because it just shuts everything down.
Yeah.
Like, it just forces you to, like, not do anything but whatever you're focused on, and that's actually been pretty wonderful. I also have a timer that's like an egg timer um, that actually shows the time. Like, you guys can't
I
see
know.
it, but basically it's like it basically is it's like a regular egg timer, but it shows it's called what is this? The time timer is what it's called. That's the other people we should get to sponsor us, the time timer. But the time timer
What's the time
is
timer?
it the way that it works is it's just like an egg timer, but you see the actual kind of the countdown. It's almost like it's like a pie chart that's getting smaller.
Oh,
So it
okay.
goes from
Yeah.
100% all the way down. And so visually you can actually see the time change. And those are 2 things that I've used that I've found somewhat helpful.
Yeah.
But again, like, if I can't change the culture at work, which is I've gotta be responsive because what wins at work is responsive, then I'm just kinda stuck.
Yeah. It makes me wanna set the out of office message when I'm in the office that
Yeah,
just says, "I'm in the middle of some really deep shit, and if this is important, come find me, but otherwise, I'll get back to you this afternoon." Maybe that's not that's a PG-13 word, so that may not work for all workplaces and audience,
yeah,
recognizing that. I
yeah,
mean, because 'cause you're right, uh, people don't know what you're doing. We don't have an on-air flashing light like you might have in an old
yeah,
radio studio that
yeah,
tells people, "I'm in the middle of something," I'm
yeah,
busy.
yeah.
Um, yeah, that's
But,
interesting.
some offices have the little hotel desks, like little hotel rooms where it's just basically single and you can, that has its a little bit of a drawback because you don't have your setup, right? So you're not on 2 screens, but you're less distracted, right? So
Yep.
maybe the reality is because we're less distracted, we feel less productive, but really are. Like,
Yep.
I think we're so distracted that we don't even know we're distracted. Like, that's the crazy thing.
When was the last time you felt truly productive for more than 2 hours?
I've had some magical weekends. I would say
Weekend.
Saturday morning.
Yeah.
My wife is she works nights, so
Yeah.
she's up late quite a bit.
Yeah.
And then I tend to work. I work with people that are in Europe and in Asia, and so
Yeah.
that means I'm up really early. And so the most magical times of my week are literally 7:30 or 6 a.m. on a Saturday till about 10. And
Wow.
it's stuff that I choose to do. It's magic. It's literally the funnest part of my week.
Isn't that crazy?
And sometimes it'll be work, sometimes it'll be me dinking around with
Yeah.
a GPT or something or an LLM or,
Yeah.
messing around with data. Like, it might be something, but it's something that I wanna do. And at the end, I oftentimes just feel very satisfied, and it's because no one's distracting me. It's just weird, like, and it again, like, if we went 200 years, 200 years ago, like, I think they would look at us like we're crazy.
Right. But I mean, I think that's the reason why so many of the founding fathers of the US, so much of their writing actually, I guess, was done in the middle of the night, right?
Yep,
Because lights go out, we don't have modern electricity, and people would only sleep for 3 or 4 hours. They'd get up for a couple hours and then go back to bed.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
And I've heard that described when this was recounted to me as one of those most productive times
yeah,
because maybe everybody's not up in your household.
yeah,
That's awesome that you found a window. I think kind of like knowing the food that feeds you and makes you feel good.
yeah,
Similarly, not all hours in the day are equally valuable.
Yep.
And so that's awesome. It happens to be on a weekend where it's fully in your control
Yeah.
and not on the clock. So that's great. Well, hey, quick, as we're wrapping up, just want to say thanks to our friends in the Bay Area, Nob Hill neighborhood.
There you
Thank
go.
you for tuning in.
Love it.
Your patent denial of the Fabletics tribe is much
Yeah.
appreciated.
Yeah.
So
Just
thanks for not paying them anything.
yeah, don't pay for that blood stuff.
Yeah, that's right.
All
The
right, man.
Boniek timers. Thank you.
Yep. Take
Good
care.
stuff. See ya.